Hello, and welcome back to ELS News. I am Kenny Varner, and I am on my own for this newscast. Now, let's get to the news. I can't believe that it was already more than a week ago, but the Kansas City Chiefs won Super Bowl 54. And we had an amazing parade. You'll hear more about that in our sports section. We just wrapped up our Valentine's Day fundraiser. If you missed out on getting lip pops and chocolate roses, try again next year. Now, here is Dylan DeBold with our newest forecast.
Reporting from my oceanfront property in Arizona with my friendly neighborhood cactus. Hello, sir. You think it's going to be warm? Well, think again. Today is sunny and 75 with absolutely no chance of snowfall. Tomorrow, cold with lots of snow. The day after tomorrow, colder with the sun for the day. And it'll proceed to be warm with a high of 60 degrees in the next weeks. So if you plan on doing stuff for the warm days, think again. Around the Arizona-Massachusetts border, the Purple Ocean seems to be closing in on us. It might rip your house. It is called a riptide. Back to you.
Once again, our weatherman has given a clear, accurate forecast. Mostly. Now, stay tuned for our sports segment, where Andrew Arnold and Cooper DeGase will give more information on the Super Bowl. They also get the opportunity to interview our ELS sports star, Riley Usselton.
Welcome to Eastland Sports. Here we have Riley Usselton, who made it to the state hoop shoot.
We're just going to ask you a couple questions.
Alright, how was it like just being able to go to St. Louis?
Great. I felt like I was going to lose, but I thought I did really great.
Yeah.
What is your goal for next year?
To get farther to nationals.
So, like, are you playing basketball right now, or anything
Basketball.
like that? What team?
Girls team. Just like there's boys.
So, what did you do in St. Louis?
Swam a lot. I went to the hoop shoot. I passed by the arch when it was dark, but they had nothing.
Well, glad you had fun. We at Eastland are very proud of you and proud that you could go that far, and we'll be supporting you next year.
Welcome back. We appreciate your sports analysis, Andrew and Cooper. That interview was also great. Thank you for your cooperation, Riley. Now we gave a preview during our last segment. And now our big story about feet. Scientists have discovered that feet are actually very mysterious. They think that they were not originally supposed to be part of the human body. They are actually made of a substance that is floating through the air as we speak. As soon as the human is born, the substance is attracted to the human. It immediately forms into a foot. The process is invisible to the eye. Wow, that was an interesting story. Now, Valentine's Day isn't the only special day coming up. It actually already happened. This week is also Heart Week. In honor of this event, we are wearing shades of red that is similar to the color of the heart on Friday. To shine a light on what Heart Week is all about, we have an exclusive interview with our very own Capsation Kid, Aaron Vaughn. India Paris will be asking him questions so that we can raise awareness about his heart problem along with the problems of many others. Now over to India.
Hello, my name is India Paris, and with me today is our very own Capsation Kid, Aaron Vaughn. So, we are going to be discussing Heart Week because it's the National Heart Association. It's Heart Week. So, Aaron, could you please explain your condition and why Heart Week is important to you?
Well, over my lifetime, I have spent, the longest I've probably spent is over three or 5 or something months in the hospital. And I had one surgery when I was 1 year old, another when I was 2 years old, and then another right after my 3rd birthday. And I had to stay in the hospital for a couple of months, and my condition is that it pumps more blood to everything else than my growth, so I am shorter than an average 10-year-old.
Well, that's okay. And you are also the capsation kid. So could you please explain to everyone what that is?
Well, capsation is a chemical or something that is inside of anything spicy that makes it hot. It's like a chemical reaction or something that makes it spicy for you to taste, such as a jalapeno or something like hot sauce.
So what is the capsation kid?
Well, the capsation kid is a kid, obviously, who is trying all kinds of different hot foods, ranging from flavor or heat, and just trying all different kinds of stuff. It doesn't just have to be peppers and hot sauce. It can be just about anything that has to do with spiciness or something like that.
And so you do that for YouTube, correct?
Yes.
And do you enjoy doing that?
Yes, half the time, and half the time it's
So what's the hottest thing you've ever tried?
probably a lollipop called Satan's Toe, which, Carolina Reaper is the world's hottest pepper, which ranges up to 2.5 or 2.2 million Scoville, which I have tried. And then that lollipop was 9 million Scoville. And you had to keep it in your mouth for 5 seconds, and I barely could keep it in for 5.
Wow.
Or 5 minutes is how long you had to keep it in your mouth, but I could barely keep it in for 5 minutes.
Wow. Did you end up keeping it in for 5 minutes, though, barely?
5 seconds, yeah. That was nope.
Yeah. That sounds really spicy.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite ones?
Well, my favorite, spicy thing?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite hot sauce I'd have to say is sriracha, and my favorite pepper is pickled jalapenos. And my favorite hot food is boneless hot wings.
That's awesome. In the midst of having a heart condition, and aren't you on the transplant list?
Yes, and I think this is day 550 something, or 560, I don't know. I'll have to check.
Yeah. So how do you stay positive?
Mainly just knowing that when you do surgeries and stuff that they say you can't eat or anything, so you can have an empty stomach or whatever, so they can do all that. And my favorite thing about it is that I know when I wake up I can have my favorite foods.
Awesome.
One thing that is interesting is that I take a lot of pills, and one of them is steroids, which I take that make my taste buds really seasoned food taste very bland. So that's why when I eat spicy stuff, it gives it a little more flavor. That's why the steroids make spicy stuff not as hot to me.
Well, that's cool. So do you think you'll still like spicy things after your heart surgery?
Probably, because the rest of my life I'm gonna still have to take pills, and that's probably gonna be one of them. So I'll probably still love them.
Well, that's good.
Anyway.
What's your favorite doctor's favorite part of being in the hospital, even though it's not always positive?
Well, my favorite part of my last hospital visit for a long time was 2 weeks in. Me and my grandma, there was this little cart thing that I could get in. She could push me, and my favorite thing was that we would go around the hospital, and the one time we got lost and we went all the way to like where the cargo stuff is, where they get in the stuff, and there was a guy unloading stuff, and he was just like, hello, and we're like, hello. That's why me and my grandma call it the bowels of the hospital.
Well, that is it, folks. And can everybody please give a hand for Aaron Vaughn, lead taxation kid.
So the last thing I would like to say to you is, spicy lady, y'all.
Thank you very much for the interview, Aaron. Phew, this has been our longest newscast yet, and I am exhausted. Well, that's it for today. We still have more exclusive reports and interviews in the future, of course. So stay tuned if you would like to see the news tomorrow at 12 p.m. yesterday in the morning. We will be talking about the delicious cuisine at our local shrimp taco with cabbage diner. I will be there eating all the shrimp tacos with cabbage that I can eat. Why do I get free food, you ask? Well, that would be because I literally own the place. Good night, everyone.